Your message awaits, and your journey begins now. What you need to hear will be coming soon with this full moon in Gemini. Your words can impact people more than you realize. So self-awareness, communication will help you move forward during this time. Take time to journal. Your emotions and feelings is very important so that you do not impose your emotions onto other people. If you haven't yet, get your Manifesting with the Moon undated journal and workbook. This is going to help you cultivate the life that you want and manifest with the moon. So I like to do it on my iPad so that I can put it up in here and we can walk through how to decode this full moon energy and how you can relate it to yourself. So the date of this full moon is November 27th. It is in Gemini at 4 degrees. And the intention of the full moon, and if you haven't caught my other videos, everything is decoded in here, so it's easy for you to go through and break it down. But all I'm going to do is go to the full moon, and we are going to look at the intentions. And this is a great time for reflecting and celebrating. But if you look here, all this stuff in bold are different things that you can focus on when it comes to your intention with the full moon. My purpose of creating this planner is that we are all different. Our birth charts are different. Our energies are different. And so creating a ritual, a goal around your specific way that you work with the moon is really important. So with this full moon, I feel really called for surrender. And I'm going to say surrender and celebrate. I always want to get to the next goal and I forget to celebrate. So I'm going to make sure that's really important for me. Now, the energy that I want to embody, and then if we go to the back, to the zodiac signs, with Gemini, the energy is flexible. That's a hard one for me. Flexible communicator is what ultimately the energy and intention that goes with it. A flexible communicator. That is an area sometimes I have a little bit of an issue with. Okay, now we're going to go to the float activity. That is just bridging productivity and spirituality. That's what float activity means. And so if we go to Gemini, I'm going to go more with self-investment. This is about network strategy. Let's see. So the element and the modality of Gemini is air and mutable. And so you can always keep that type of energy in mind. So air means ideas, communication, social, being curious. Mutable means more about being flexible, adaptive, helpful, versatile. So these are just different things that you can keep in mind when it comes to the energy of what this full moon brings. Now we're going to get specific with how it affects us. So you're going to pull up your chart and you're going to find where 4 degrees Gemini is in your chart. And so for me, that's in my 10th house of career. Focusing on my network strategy is really important because it is in my 10th house. Again, all the different things is in the back of this planner to help you decode that. What do I want my ritual to be? Okay, so if it's air, it's mutable. Like this is the idea of what do I want? What do I want my ritual to be? I want to do some sort of confidence meditation. And then we have the idea of air. I think I want to go for a walk outside. So then this full moon, what can you celebrate? Because that's really important with the full moon. What can you let go of? What are you holding on to that's not propelling you forward? What can you surrender to the universe? So this is where the embody goal reflection comes through. So this is the goal that you set in the new moon. You're just kind of reflecting what's working for this goal. Where can I expand to help me achieve this goal? What's stopping you? And then what can you do to invest in yourself? What are the steps that you need to take to keep going? What are you celebrating that you've done so far? And then what are you letting go? And then we have, of course, the full moon spread. This is what I do for you next. I pull the cards. I love pulling the cards for you guys and the community feel that it has. But I also want to give you the tools to be able to do this all for yourself, because sometimes we want to do it ourselves and sometimes we want to lean into other people. So I want to give you the tools for you to fly on your own when you're ready to use the moon to manifest your dreams. So you ready to dive in? Let's pull some cards. What energy will help you release limiting beliefs? And it's knowing that you have the ancient healing wisdom within you. And when you believe in your own magic, you are the empress. You have the abundance. You are nurturing. You have the development and the evolution to take action towards what you want, but you have to believe in your own magic. Not any magic, your magic. What energy will help you take aligned action? And that's breaching out of your comfort zone, okay? It's releasing any sort of distractions that are limiting you, whether that's scrolling too much on social media, shows, and allow yourself to feel as you're creating or taking action towards what you're wanting to do. Because when you do that, when you release the distractions and you allow yourself to feel, the new ideas are going to come to you. You will be able to have this mental energy to be able to tackle everything you want when you get out of your comfort zone, release those distractions, and really feel the process of what you're doing. So what energy is going to help you surrender control? And it's having a place where you can call your sanctuary. Where can you go to be by yourself? And in that, you will expand your consciousness. So when you find that place, that sanctuary, make room, space to expand your consciousness and trust the process. You're trying to control. And so it's trusting the process in that. And when it comes, like, you are a magician, you are able to do all the things. You have the power to act, to create, and do all the manifestations. They're right there because you've put in the hard work. You have the Knight of Pentacles and you've put in the hard work. You have created efficiency and routine. Or if you haven't yet, it's something on your list of things to do. And so this is a piece of surrendering your control, is when you create efficiency in your productivity, you can surrender control because you know that the things that you create with your magician energy are going to lead to opportunities. Okay. The Seven of Cups is leaning towards that mastery. It's being able to take control of your life in a way of surrendering control because you've created the foundations to help you move forward. What energy is going to help you overcome your fears? And solitude came out, but what I'm feeling with this is that you're letting other people's fears overtake you. And it's like, I wonder if you have an open spleen in human design because their fears are becoming your fears. So I think if you take time by yourself in the process, and it will give you the ability to release that and unlimit yourself, your potential, your way of creating. Because when you're in tune with the moon, which if you're watching this video, you are, because you're understanding the moon's energy and knowing that there's times for you to reflect and let go of the things. And so other people's fears are overtaking your emotional waves, your subconscious, your dreams are being overtaken by other people's fears. So we know that this whole foundation's the long-term due diligence that you've done towards your dreams. You've done it, or you're thinking about doing it. And this is the key of that's where you're going to really manifest your dreams, is putting in the foundations. The long-term due diligence is going to get you. And it's that Three of Wands. It's the preparation. All of that is going to help you propel you in towards your manifestations. I can attest to this for myself as I want to fast forward to the end, but the true gaining of mastery of getting to our manifestations is in the preparation. It's that long-term view, okay? It's being able to get those things down before we can fast forward to the end. And that's not going to give you satisfaction. It's actually creating this process of the things that you desire. What energy is going to help you release emotional patterns? Because that's what is, I feel like, is coming up from stopping you towards your manifestations. It's that these emotional patterns, these reactions are ultimately what's stopping you. So how do we release that? It's back to that stillness. It's sitting with yourself. It's understanding that you have the freedom to create the reality you want. So embrace that freedom and allow yourself to really unleash your full potential, because with this Knight of Cups, you have the creativity. You have the urge to follow your heart as long as you allow yourself to sit in that stillness, be able to enjoy every step of that process when you are trying to create these things. Because it's like when we're trying to override the process, we're pushing our manifestations away, if that makes sense. And so I feel like you're meant for big things. And so the fact that you're here and that you're listening to this is showing that you're getting there. You're almost there. So allow yourself to sit in that stillness and really connect with that inner magician, because you're going to create some great things. And I'm so happy you're here. Full moons can really show us where we need to heal, but it's also a place where we can really cultivate these manifestations that we're working toward. This is like where we can really tap into that divine essence of who we are and the things that are blocking us. And so I just appreciate you being here. This is a powerful reading. I know you're meant for big things. So tell me in the comments what area of life this full moon is affecting you. And just remember, as we wrap up this episode, that hitting the like button, leaving a comment, sharing this content, you're not just supporting my channel, you're actively contributing to the flow of the 7 universal laws. Together, we are cultivating a vibrant, flowing stream of wisdom and positivity. So keep riding that cosmic current, keep sharing the love, and until our next rendezvous, stay true to your unique flow. See you in the next adventure. Thank you so much for being here. We'll chat soon.